What's up, gamers? Danny here, and this time I clicked on the right microphone. So unfortunately, I was in a bit of a rush. I know it's not a real excuse for it, but as we were recording this episode, I just forgot to click on the one I'm using now, and instead it was recording off of my laptop microphone. That's happened before, as like back in the day with Best Friends Cast, if you've listened. It's like, oh, you're underwater, right? That's the kind of episode we have. But I guess, I don't know if it's like this current version of Audacity, because I haven't done it in a few years. It was like doing some kind of like suppression stuff, and I was going in and out a lot. Thankfully, there was a lot of moments where I was talking normally, and you can hear it. It sounds distorted, sure, but luckily I didn't have to cut as much. So I really had to trim a lot on here, unfortunately. But we still have a decent episode for you guys, and that is why it got delayed to the day of this release. So, not get too confused in the episode whenever you hear this noise. That means we're moving on to a next topic. I'll make sure the next time we record that everything is a-okay, and we'll get you back on the regular schedule for these episodes. So, thank you, and let's get back to the show.
I think the higher you go, the more you lose. But what the cool thing is, if you rank down, like if you lose your demotion, if you win the next match, you get promoted pretty much back to where you were when you first hopped on ranked. So it gives you a good amount if you lose. So it's fair at least. It knows you're a vanquisher when you're back down to warrior. So it'll just bump you back up there once you win one promo match. All the way up. Like I went to halfway to Vanquisher when I won, and so that was a pleasant surprise. I've been getting my ass kicked by Drake so many fucking times, dude. They make Dragunov as a Drake, and I'm like, dude, come on, this is so good. But this is like the 5th one I've seen today.
Some people are upset though because the costumes are gonna be $4 each, which is that's a little pricey, Some of them I was like, yeah, it's kind of I don't know if I want the Tekken 6 costume for Kazuya, where he's just wearing just random battle gear.
Yeah, that was weird. Hey, I gotta see what's in there. Fuck, $4 is a lot though, but if you really like it, then fucking you'll get it. Yeah, I just gotta see what kind of costumes we're gonna have. I just need more accessories, more costume customization options. Like there's a lot of Drake, there's a lot of Tifa as well. But there are some that kind of catch me off guard sometimes. Like right now I see a Ken from Street Fighter as Faron.
I think you kind of see the same thing from Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't know if they're the ones that technically started that trend, but it's just going back to the OG platform like PS2. Just taking those costumes from those games and then putting them into the new game. Yeah, I tried to do the same thing before the server issues were fixed, and I was still ringing shit. I did it this morning just to see what was in the Superstore. The server issues kind of made me slow down a bit, I'm not going to lie. I had my hype for it, and then, among some other shit, because I'm not going to lie, I just have stuff to do. But primarily, what stopped me from playing a lot, just from trying to, do some quick plays and, just rank up, was just the fact that I could not play the game. Really frustrating, but I'm glad to hear that they fixed all of that. I'm super close to 20, dude.
The servers are pretty good right now.
I'd be down to play later.
So their cap was 450,000, and that was shared between PC and PlayStation. And on Steam, the highest average active player was 180,000 or something. It was just insane to get in.
The queues have been non-existent so far, but I remember seeing a Twitter post saying that they're expecting it this weekend to hit the cap, but it's already the weekend, and I played yesterday, so I don't know how it's going to be today. I think I heard somewhere that it's been the top played game on Steam. I think it broke the record. There's no way in hell Arrowhead could have saw that coming though, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And then he puts the fucking the stratagem for the 500k. Even when I'm in the ship just waiting for people just to connect, it's hard. It's there's definitely a point where doing the main objectives and getting the fuck out of there is more important than grabbing the sub objectives. I can probably solo hard and grab most if not all the objectives. But once you bump it up higher, dude, you need a squad and you need to like just focus on the point and get out, because that shit is too hard and too many armored enemies to fucking like try to survive just to get that one rare sample. Just grab a few and then dip. The harder difficulties it is, you gotta fucking grab the pink samples on like the higher ones. So it's even harder to fucking grind it out, which is like it's fun, it's challenging, and it's fun when everybody's in it. But when you got that one person who just decides to like cluster bomb everybody, kind of just ruins the fun. Fucking I was watching a video that was showing that was telling the different enemy types right now. For the automatons, oh my god, there's so many fucking different types of just one type of enemy. Like the little raiders, there's so many. There's like fucking 6 different types of those kinds of things. And then the giant hulks, there's like 3. There's the flame one, the flamethrower one, the one that just shoots the machine gun, and then the fucking rocket launcher one. Yeah. Bro, all of them suck. There's no easy one. Like, especially if they all group together, the railgun can pretty much do fuck all during the front of them. But if you can get around the back, it's a little easier. But like you kind of have to choose what you're gonna bring in, especially with the higher versions. Oh my god, fuck! And like, I'm pretty sure this is true for every mission in every game like this. But fuck escort missions, dude. I am so over these people. Like I'm glad, like, if we kill them, it just stops it doesn't stop the mission, like, fucking, and I'm glad there's, like, infinite number of civilians I can just take out.
Yeah, you just have to hit whatever the number is.
Yeah. By any other means, I will fucking just throw the controller. I would say, yeah, my least favorite one is the escorts. Everything else is pretty fun when you gotta move around the map. It scratches that free roam itch.
Like the maps are huge.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I was just doing my solo ones. I was like, I'll just walk around third person, and like the environment is crazy. Like when it's raining or if there's dust, I'm like, damn, you really can't see shit.
It's so good. You just see like a charger just fucking peek its head out of the fog, and you just fucking dip. It's just the element of surprise in this game too is fucking phenomenal. It's so good. Like I saw a little bit of the top down gameplay from Helldivers 1, and it looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, for a top-down game, it looked pretty sick. But the fucking third person is a different game, dude. Altogether, I've blown myself up on more one occasion by putting a railgun on unsafe. True Helldivers use unsafe. Honestly, there's no real fucking easy way to do that shit. Like even with the autocannon that has explosive rounds, and it's still like messing with people. It's definitely like it's easier with more people because you got more shadow gems, of course. By yourself, fuck, you really have to choose. You really have to decide, like, do I want to kill myself easily, or do I gotta protect, or am I just running around shooting things? Oh my god, dude, when you drop a drop ship is like the most fucking cathartic thing you can ever do. I think me and Oscar did that one time, and we just saw the drop ship on ground, and we're like, whoa, we can do that. It's so good. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice, just to have like maybe a Destiny kind of thing going on, even though it sucks, but I wouldn't mind that, just because it has like the same kind of Destiny style loadout with just 3 weapons. This is probably a big one. This probably take a while. Maybe have one of the worlds, maybe take us into like a different world where it's like I don't know, some kind of big war going on. Maybe like I was gonna say Retribution, but that's like old. Was there any like fucking, you played the latest one, were there any like big all out battle style war in like Ratchet and Clank? I can't remember one for Jak and Daxter.
I mean, yeah, there was like technically the Rift Apart had it, I guess. Yeah. The Dr. Nefarious from Rivet's world like invades, and like there's like a bunch of stuff going on there.
Yeah, but maybe like take Helldivers into one of those worlds and just take out like the little enemies over there or something.
Yeah, I would say into the Nexus.
There you go. See, maybe hopefully that'd be pretty fucking sweet just to have that shit, just to go in there. Yeah, that'd be cool to have. Just to have a little other world based on a different game, and then just take out whatever's in there. A lot of promise in this game. There's a lot of sectors that are still like grayed out. Who's to say like that's not the map in the war table that we're seeing right now is the only map. Like they could be cooking up some other shit.
You would know more than us, Danny. I saw that they were. I don't know if it was Gerry or somebody else, but somebody shared something in the chat, a comparison from Helldivers 1 to Helldivers 2, and there was like an enemy that we have not fought yet in Helldivers 2. I guess that's already in Helldivers 1, like a third faction.
Dude, yeah, I've been on this Reddit and I've been like watching people talk about the other races in Helldivers 1, like the Illuminatis, I think is one of them. The Illuminatis. Can't wait to see what other enemy types are going to be also. I mean, I can wait because they're all going to suck, but you know.
They kind of remind me of the dudes from God of War, the Elvens, the Light and Dark Elves.
Can I tell you, like in Halo 2, when I think it was Master Chief when he dropped him down, or like under the ocean to like the flood. I was stuck there because I didn't want to fucking go anywhere. Also, I had no ammo. Yeah. Especially like the flood carriers, the lumpy ass heads and the tentacles. There was a post where this guy was just looking out the window and watching all the other ships like get destroyed because they failed their mission or something. I don't know. That's the rumor. And like the comments under that were like, "What the fuck are you doing, soldier? They're getting destroyed and you're just up there sightseeing. Get back in the field." So good. Another good thing about it is that you can just get the premium war bond like just by grinding super creds. You don't have to like spend money on it.
Oh, the Steeled Veterans, right?
Yeah.
Anything in the game is ultimately achievable without having to put your money into it. Like super credits is available throughout missions for free. You know, it's just a matter of you collecting them. Like I have, I think over 1,000 at this point. I've never even used it except to buy a helmet. When the new things drop and they require credit for them, this is where I can see the credits coming into play. Not really so much for pay to win or for the superstore itself, but just for you to unlock more like accommodation pages. For you and for Gerry, I think you guys got the $40 edition, so you had to pay 1,000 credits to even unlock Steel Veterans, right?
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm glad we don't have to like actually spend money for that. So we can just like play the game literally and then just get it later. Feels like the only thing that we probably missed out on was the costumes and the stratagem hero. But I hope we get at least the stratagem hero later because I want that.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. Playing on my friend's ship, and I got to round 4, and I'm like, oh, I want to keep playing. And it's like,
you know, it's funny. I've never touched it.
It shows on the field, soldier. I'm just kidding.
But you, bro, I don't have a problem with my stratagems. I don't be mixing up my stratagems even when it's in play.
Dude, I love it though when like the scramblers is active. I have rocket pods on, and those are like my shortest stratagem input. So like I just do that shit over and over until I get the right one I want. When the hell bomb comes out, I just re-roll the rocket pods a couple times, and then boom, hell bomb instead of like the whole 10-hit Tekken combo you need to put. It's great. Some of these help, but some of these like fucking goddamn. Like I remember the first time I did that, I set down an orbital trying to access my machine gun, and then I killed myself. I'm already like, what? Who? Where? Man, if a trailer gets me like that, oh my god, man. Like, god damn it, there's fucking GTA 6, and then there's fucking Shadow of the Erdtree. You know that shit's gonna take at least 60 to 80 hours to complete for fucking Shadow of the Erdtree, dude. There's all these games I gotta call off of work for, man. I'm probably not gonna have a job at the end of this year. Is that, Mikola?
that's what I was thinking at first, just watching it more, like, talking to some people. Like, that might not be Mikola. That might just be, like...
No, his name is,
It's not Mikola, right?
Mesmer.
Oh, the dude in the statue?
Yeah.
Mesmer, okay.
Yeah, the guy sitting in the throne for the DLC.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I think what it is he must be some sort of, like, I want to say he's like some sort of clone or maybe like an icon of Mikola, a tainted version of Mikola, basically.
Yeah.
That's just my interpretation of what was going on, because he's obviously, you know, it showed some of his moves when you fight him, and he's throwing out blood and stuff like that, like Mog. But I also think he might be throwing frenzy. So I didn't.
Oh.
To me, it didn't look super clear, but that's what it looked like to me. Was that it looked more like frenzy than it did blood magic?
Oh man, I hope you're wrong, but I hope you're right, because that means
I'm probably wrong.
Because that means it's gonna be a fucking dumbass boss fight that we're gonna have to fucking fight over and over again. Another millennial.
Well, that's what they said. They added a millennial-like boss. Stack, man, there's at least 10 bosses. And that's probably going to be the main bosses from what it sounded like. But
I forgot my builds in that. That's crazy.
There's like that new two-handed weapon, great. Like even and then the bosses, like the just their design, like that lion dude. I was like, oh wow, we're getting into that weird territory with these bosses now, dude. Like, awesome.
It's gonna be. Oh man, I can't wait. I think I might have to load it up again, just to remember some of my builds. Because of course there's big sword, and then like the claws were just too OP. Like just bleed and poison claws or whatever it was. Oh my god!
Since we're getting whole new architecture of weapons now, because I think like since claws were OP, and now we're getting unarmed, this is going to be the dominant thing for sure. The unarmed is going to be like the speed king, with all the different flips and shit like that you can do. I hope they add a bunch of I hope that they especially add parry martial arts.
Straight up Kazama style fucking parry. I'd be fucking sweet and just flip them.
Dude.
You fight him alone with a low parry.
Fuck yeah, dude! She just trips. Oh my god. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to take some of those in the actual game too. Like they're just adding another class of weapon.
That was like Neo. Like when you got the DLC weapons, if you started a new game and you own the DLC, you got all the new stuff early, so you could just be OP faster. So I'm sure they'll pop up. I definitely need to hop back on too. I'm still on my new game. I never finished it, so I gotta go in and just beat all that, get myself fresh and ready. And that's coming out, what was it, June? And then they just announced this today. So there was the gag manga. I read like 2 chapters. I was like, that's pretty funny. Well, now they're doing a webtoon for Elden Ring. It's not going to be on the webtoon app. It's going to be on Kadokomi Web. But yeah, it's called Elden Ring Become Lord. It's about a tarnished aiming to become the next Elden Lord.
Does Miyazaki and From Software know about this kind of stuff? You think they'll be Nintendo and just shut it down?
No, this is official.
Oh, it's official. Both of these?
Yeah.
The gag one was official as well.
I think I knew that, but like the webtoon one is also right.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. All right. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but like as much as I love like reading lore and shit, I forget that shit like as soon as I read it. Stupid ass Reddit commenter just like summarized it within like fucking 4 sentences, and I'm like, oh, so Moog stole fucking Mikola's blood because he wanted his blood, and now he's cursed, and now Mikola can't wake up because of bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude. My attention span is so weak because I need it to be told to me in a form of meme, and then I fucking get it.
Yeah, you need the memified essay of Elden Ring.
Memified Spark Notes.
TRDL.
Dude. Yeah, exactly.
No, you remind me of the memes like on Instagram and TikTok where you see like somebody having a conversation. They're looking at you, which is like the person holding the camera, and they're like, "Oh, are you not paying attention anymore?" 21M and 36F are dating, so she's like basically outlining it in like a Reddit format, just like speaking it out loud. But there is a lot of lore. Like I think it's easy to take that as the answer because like it's really complex, as it should be for an Elden Ring game.
Miyazaki loves his lore, and in turn, so do I. I love what he likes.
It looks really good. I think it comes out on the 27th.
Oh, that was based on the book?
The same name.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, that's based on a book. It stars Hiroyuki Sanada. I think he's the only guy I know on the roster. Or on the cast list. But he's one of the GOATs. Every time he's in something, I'm like, I know he's doing a good job. And then I double-checked looking at it, and my friend mentioned it, that Neo is sort of based off this book.
Just looking at the trailer made me like kind of want to watch it now, so I'm probably gonna watch it. I don't know. It came from a book. That's right as hell.
It's just it's funny. Like you see, like in the first one, like William's just sitting there. Everyone's like having a very serious conversation in Japanese, and then he's like, "Well," and it just with his Irish accent just says like, "I have no idea what's going on."
We're that much closer to having fucking just the universal Tekken language where everybody's just speaking their language and we just know what they're saying.
Yeah, somebody brought that up when the Tekken show came out on Netflix. It's like, can anybody like just cut all the audio together so everyone's speaking their native language if it has all the dubs?
I feel like everybody who'd be dumbfounded when they like make that a point in the show.
That
I don't
Spanish
like
is
that.
sounding weird, huh? Well, dude, speaking of anime, we got some clips, dude. We got the teaser trailers out the wazoo. We got the Fable. Crazy enough, that's going to be on Disney Plus.
That was such a weird move, man.
I was not expecting that.
Super hyped. April 6th, and they're doing I like the parts are called Cours or whatever, COURS.
Man, I can't wait. Fable's gonna be fucking legit. The fact that it has 2 movies already, and like they're putting in anime just barely, man. It's about time. This is such a good story. It's fucking goofy, but it's a Yakuza.
It is like Yakuza.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a Yakuza like a.
It's a Yakuza sub story, is what it is.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Akira in a Yakuza sub story one of these days. This guy could just shoot all the bullets, and all of them will hit. He's a Jap. You know what he is, dude? You know what he is? He's a Japanese archer, Sterling. I keep fucking forgetting his name. The blonde kid, like on the poster, and
like the prince guy.
Yeah, the prince.
Yeah. Where are we moving fast, or is it just me? Because I feel like we didn't see him until like a while.
No, he shows up. He shows up right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Bam shows up again as
Viol.
His alias is. Yeah, as Viol. That's when he first gets introduced, along with Arcoraptor, the 2 sisters. You know, the little one and the bigger one that's like normal.
Oh yeah, man. Fuck. There's so much to keep track of, dude. Yeah, with the wing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the left hand.
Yeah.
He's left hand, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He's
One of them.
well, the wing's on his right side.
Yeah, there's for those who haven't like touched Tower of God, get ready to fucking just meet all the characters, because there's so much to keep track of, dude.
Yeah, it's like lookism, dude. Like season 1, yeah, it was nice. Season 2, it's gonna be so different. You're not ready, dude.
No,
Yeah.
right.
Oh my god, dude. Speaking of the fucking newest chapter that came out, it's getting wild, man. It's crazy. People be grabbing ribs.
Talking about the latest chapter of Tower right now.
Oh, of lookism. Sorry.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna be like, what?
People grabbing ribs and breaking them, dude.
Awesome.
It's awesome. But yeah, dude, fucking, it's the new age for manhwa. It's coming up. I think it's here already, actually. It's getting
Manhwa's so good.
popularized. Yeah, man.
I really wish that Webtoons wasn't like the picture of manhwa, because I remember I was telling you guys about that manhwa that I was reading for a good while before like the chapters kind of got screwy on me. It was called Tales of Demons and Gods. Man, there's just something about, like, I don't even know what kind of genre it is, but it's all kind of the same, because I found more like it. But it's like, you know, you have like some hero or something that's like you know, the strongest person in the world, or the strongest mage of the world, and is about to like get killed or something like that, and then just all of a sudden just gets transported back to like the younger version of themselves, right? Like in the past. So like,
Oh, okay.
I've seen that kind of genre happen a lot. It's been really dope, honestly. Like I said, I really wish that those kind of manhwas were more prevalent, and actually they kind of are, because the guy who made them, his name is Mad Snail. I always find that when I go to these kind of websites that have like just everything in general, like manga and manhwa, they have they usually have his as like the number 1 series. So I don't know, man. I just wish that, you know, everything was kind of available in one place, and I didn't really have to go through a whole bunch of walls and shit to do it.
I think the big problem with Webtoons is that, especially like the main Webtoon app, it's like, it tries to really push the non-Korean stuff, right? Like more stuff that's like from over here. I remember when we actually saw the first booth at AX, like however many years ago that was, and me and I were like, oh dude, like we're gonna be there, it's gonna be crazy. We walk over, it's like nothing Korean over there. It's all like this Tumblr shit. I mean, some of it's good, sure. Yeah, some people just don't like that vertical format that Webtoon has, which, I mean, I guess it's kind of fair, but...
Sounds like they've never read a 4-koma before.
Exactly, dude.
Remember when Komi-san started as a 4-koma?
Yeah, now look at it.
It's beautiful.
It's
bloomed,
there.
it's blossomed into something fucking gorgeous. Granted, it's not a webtoon, but it's still same format in the beginning. Just give it a chance, you know? You'll like how you look, I guarantee it.
We did get an email from Mark, as always. Thank you, man. It's going to be unversedpodcast@gmail.com. Any questions or comments? He's got 2 for us. The first one is, what was a game, movie, series you were dying to see/play and you just couldn't wait? For him, it was Kingdom Hearts 3 and DMC 5. Yeah, Helldivers was one. Absolutely. Tekken. obviously. The new Elden Ring DLC, day one, I'm there. DMC5 was a big one for me too. Yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta hop on as soon as the Neo games, those were ones. A lot of good stuff has been coming out recently where I'm like, yeah, I have to get it day one, man. We gotta hop on.
I would think the day ones for me are the ones I really couldn't wait for. Starfield was one of them. Yeah, Tekken 8 too. You know, like just the fact that like how clean it looks, man, and fucking the new
was it the hype drive or something?
Yeah, the new fucking stuff they put in to make fighting go more smoothly. It's plus like I know I said the graphics, but the graphics are a big part of it. Just the fact that like you can see their faces when they themselves land a hit, you could see the force in their face. It's like I know it's a fucking just a computer simulation, but goddamn, man, it just feels so real. Yeah, Tekken was a big one. Shadow of the Erdtree is going to be a big one for sure. Like, I think we can all agree on that. I honestly hopped on Helldivers just because I heard you guys talking about it. And then I'm glad I hopped on. Holy shit. That's pretty much it. Everything else I can watch like a Let's Play for or like a streamer play around with. But for stuff that I myself want my hands on, it's got to be stuff that's coming out pretty soon. Because everything else is like I can literally wait for it. The Erdtree, we were just talking about that, bro. I want to fucking play it now. I literally hopped on the PS Store to see if like it was out. Granted, I was disappointed, but you know what? I can wait. I just want to play it.
Games that I couldn't really wait for day one. Elden Ring was definitely one of those games for sure. I can't really remember a game that I was more hyped for, excited than that. It hasn't come out yet. Dragon's Dogma. That's definitely a day one. Mortal Kombat 1 for me too. The hype only stayed for a couple of games after I got it.
Definitely,
you know,
I feel
like I said, Elden Rings was one of those games where I was like, I still like just get like I get those chills when I think about how awesome I can just jump right into that fucking game and just begin my conquest for fucking gold domination. I have my reservations about like the last Destiny expansion. I don't know if DLCs are really going to count when we're talking about games as a whole. I don't know. Final Shape would have already been here by now. I don't know if I would have really been excited for the pivotal end of Destiny.
That one is very bittersweet, I will say. Yeah, the fact that it's so close to the end, but like they delayed it, and I want to stop playing already. I'm just one person, but dude, but I'm sure there are multiple people like me who are doing the same shit. Who are just waiting it out. Definitely, kind of disappointment incoming.
Contemplating about Final Fantasy VII. Right, I think a lot of people really want to get that day one. I guess you could say it was a leak, but those early releases got a hold of that part with the swimsuits, and all of a sudden everybody on Twitter just went crazy. They're just like, "Oh, I need to get this game for Tifa swimsuits."
If you have swimsuits, they will come.
Guys, we heard your feedback. Yeah, we're increasing her bust size, dude.
Oh my god,
that was a genuine oh my god too.
It may sound like I'm joking, but I think that's real.
Oh no, bro. Square's horny on main.
It was like, aesthetic versus realism. Aesthetic will always win. And then the retweet for that was, it's like, porn addicts are trying to take over the gaming industry. And then all the replies were like, what are you talking about? It's too late.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Like, where do you think you are right now? That's so funny. I just imagine one dude just being like, what? Is everybody horny? Always has been.
His other question was, what are some, what's a series or whatever that you try to convince each other to check out, but they never do?
Oh, fuck, man. Mark,
oh my God.
Why are you trying to fucking stir the pot right now, dude? God,
I told you
that is such a good question, dude. God damn it.
Well, you know what I've always said for years was Kenichi. You guys gotta check out Kenichi, bro.
Out of all of us, I think I have the one. We can just say that I have the one who has the best taste because just hear me out. No, just hear me out. Hear me out. I've been telling Danny to read The Fable for the longest time, and what did he do? He read it, and what did he say?
Pretty good.
Thank you. Hold for applause. Thank you.
I've definitely recommended you guys some good stuff.
Yeah.
Just haven't gotten around to reading it yet, I guess.
I'll read Windbreaker, dude. Don't worry.
And he's to his word, He actually... I've been telling him for fucking years that he actually read it one time. So I'm like, you can trust this dude. He'll read it.
Yeah.
Me? I don't know, man. Him, for sure.
Eventually.
And then there was that one, our friend telling you, Danny, every time you come
beginning after the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The end.
Every time I talk to him, he says, "Hey, what's that one? Oh yeah, did you read it yet?"
That's a nuclear bomb of a question, dude. Goddamn.
That was such a good question, though. Thank you for asking that question. Also, fuck you,
Yeah.
Dan. I'm just kidding. Did you guys just see? I just saw it right now. I don't know if you guys talked about it earlier. They announced a novel for Elden Ring, but it's not based off the game. It's going to be based off 2 coworkers who play the game.
Oh, what? Okay.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
Pretty lit.
Oh, is it gonna be like a light novel? Or...
I believe so. Yeah, IGN shared it. Hold on, let me see this. It's official.
Give Miyazaki all the rupees, all the moolah, dude. I'm fucking laughing at the comments. Somebody said, I was worried for a second they were gonna swoop in and take the market for my Fia fanfictions.
Yeah, that sounds pretty wholesome.
I mean, it makes sense if you can consider that the very first official thing that they released was the gag manga. So it's not like we're gonna, everything is gonna be all serious all the time. Like fucking grimoires and deep lore. I mean, we have Vati for that, honestly.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so wholesome, dude.
I guess the author writing this wrote a bunch of Monster Hunter books, too. March 29th is when that's dropping in Japan. And then, yeah, like Oscar said, no info on if that's coming out here or not.
Give me an audiobook, please.
What's his name? Gideon? You can get Gideon to read it.
Oh.
He's like the War Master.
Oh my god! I just came a little. That'd be so sick.
While we get out of here, just a quick update for that Curseborn stuff I mentioned last time. Pre-order is up for the first novella, and that's dropping on the 29th of February. So I'm hyped. Gonna check it out when it comes out, so I'll let you guys know. So thank you for listening, guys. And again, unversedpodcast@gmail.com. We'll be out here in the trenches, hell diving and Tekken-ing.
Nice.
And
got it.
And all that jazz. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.